Meet the mantis. What happened was exactly what you thought. An insect killed a bird. Once again. An insect killed a bird. In fact, mantises are not just strange. They're real killing machines. They can kill not only the representatives of their species, but also birds, snakes, and can even engage in a fight with a cat. But what makes mantises so fearless, aggressive and bloodthirsty? Join us, and let's find out. Now take a minute and consider subscribing to this channel, for awesome videos and entertainment. Some of the mantis are well camouflaged, while others expect to stay still until their prey appears or until it gets too close. But, back to that poor bird from the beginning of the video. By now, you probably understand that it is not the first, and not the only unusual victim of these insects. And the behavior of this particular mantis is absolutely typical. You should know that the mantis are not the type of predators who chase their prey. Like lions in the jungle. Most often they attack from an ambush. However, the hummingbird on the video was lucky. According to the description, both it and the mantis survived, and this bird was also saved through human intervention. If it's not for a fateful kick on the mantis, the world would be one hummingbird less. Well, no one saved these ones. For example, they did not notice the danger and flew too close. And by the way, note that the mantis sat on a special hummingbird feeder. Very impressive, as they know exactly where to hunt. Some species may even run on the ground in search of prey. But much more often, the mantis hide and wait until the food reaches them. Of course, their food is delivered just like a pizza. With the mantis, they do not just only know where to hunt. They also calculate exactly the strength, speed, and distance of each throw. This is unusual for insects. For a long time, scientists believed that the mantis moved as if on the same program like a winding toy. And if the prey falls into the capture or not, it is just a matter of luck. But a number of experiments have proved that the mantis really regulates the speed of impact, depending on how fast the target moves. Sometimes realizing that the speed was calculated incorrectly, they stop then immediately correct their mistake. I want to say that if it was not for slow motion, we would never have known about it. Try to keep track of its movements. The more I learn about the mantis, the more I think they are the universal hunters. Pretty small, but universal. But it's quite another thing to attack snakes. Now, we are not talking about anacondas. But, mantis do attack small snakes and do it with a very specific purpose. They have a widely spaced back legs for stability. The mantis makes sharp attacks, trying to grab the snake. And if it does not move fast enough, it can escape from the grip. Of course, the snakes are trying to resist by wrapping themselves around the mantis. They must have not seen what happened to the lizard. These insects know exactly what they do, and they try to get to the head of the prey. And when they do, they start to eat. And it does not matter whether the snake is still hoping for salvation. Actually, who else is on the menu of the mantis? Mice? Even if these mice are the size of the mantis itself. Remember the lizard? Yes. For the mantis, it's not a huge, dangerous opponent, but rather how much food? What can we say about some little mouse? The scheme is about the same. An unexpected throw, powerful spike legs squeezing the prey, unsuccessful attempts to get free, and a slow meal right during the fight. The mouse is still twitching, but the mantis does not care anymore. It has already started dinner. However, because predators eat indiscriminately, they can eat as many good beetles as bad ones. Do you remember the mantis from Kung Fu Panda? How the scriptwriters chose such a hero intentionally. The mantis were a source of inspiration for two different forms of Chinese martial arts. The style of the northern praying mantis and the style of the southern praying mantis. They developed independently on each other, and even looked different. However, they would not have referred to mantis, in order to create martial arts, if these insects only knew how to attack. They also have a good understanding of defense. If a potential predator approaches, the mantis usually gets up and spread to its front legs and wings, to seem bigger. Some species also have patterns on the exoskeleton in order to scare away even more enemies. If intimidating tactics don't work, the mantis may hit or pinch the predator with its front legs. It can even bite. Although its jaws are small, they are sharp enough to hurt many enemies. In addition to mantis, they also know how to make hissing sounds. That is by pushing air out of the abdominal airways. And it doesn't matter what kind of enemy is in front of it. If a bird, that means it is going to have lunch, or too curious cat. The mantis isn't afraid of anyone. If you want to be entertained and updated, then consider hitting the subscribe button, as we bring it with a cup of coffee.